Today, I had some wins, but if I had to describe it in one word, incomplete. But before I close out the day, I want to tell you the full story. This morning, I jumped into the comments on one of my shorts and actually replied. That may seem small, but it matters because connection isn't built in big moments. It's built one comment, one reply at a time. So that was a win. Then I had lunch with my friends. And of course, they had to give me a hard time about the Jaguar. That car belonged to my best friend who passed away about 2.5 years ago. I got it after he passed away, and since then, I've been working to get it roadworthy again. Not turning wrenches by myself, it's still in the shop, but by slowly, step by step, trying to bring it back to life. This year, I've only managed to drive it 4 miles before it stalled out. Now, we're close, but we're not there yet. In a way, that's exactly how today feels. Progress, but incomplete. This afternoon was a Think Media planning session. That's where the long-term vision comes in. If I want this YouTube thing to grow, it can't just be random uploads. It has to be intentional. Strategy, calendar, execution, and that felt good because it reminds me I'm not just creating content, I'm building something. Tonight also was the start of my LifeGroup season. I've been with this group since January of 2017, and we just added some new people. That meant introductions, and right away, some really meaningful conversation happened. We talked about what it's like for someone who's Catholic stepping into a non-denominational church, especially around communion, how different it feels without the traditional confession, but how powerful it is that we still arrive at that familiar place. The real meaning behind communion, remembering Christ. And we also kicked off a new book study together, Practicing the Way by John Mark Comer. That's going to be shaping a lot of our conversation this season, and I'm looking forward to reading this book. Now, here's where things hit me. I've been putting together this daily accountability plan. Something simple, something I can repeat every day so that success isn't just a feeling, it's measurable. But for most of the day, I missed one of the most important pieces, the treadmill. Tonight, before I filmed this, I got on it. I walked 1.84 miles. Now, that's not the full 5 miles I want to be doing daily, but enough to take today from incomplete to finish strong. And while I walked, I read through the end of 1 Kings to 2 Kings, and what stood out to me was how often incomplete obedience led to consequences. Ahab thought he could cut corners, sparing an enemy king chasing after what wasn't his, but it always caught up to him. It reminds me that my own incompleteness today matters too, not in a condemning way, but in a way that shows me I've got room to grow. God blesses obedience even when the odds are against us, and He wants me to finish what I start. Step after step, page after page, that's how faith grows. That's how health grows, by showing up consistently. So if you add it all up, I engaged with my audience, I connected with friends, I built strategy for the channel, and I shared with my life group, and I finished the night with movement and scripture. That's not failure, that's forward motion. Yes, some things are still incomplete, like the Jaguar, like the estate work, like my long-term health goals. But today ended better than it started. So yeah, today was incomplete. And this is why I'm doing this daily vlog. To be honest, to be accountable, and to show the process of progress. And tonight reminded me, it's not about perfection, it's about finishing strong. If you've watched this far, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, and I hope you watch tomorrow.